At the moment we're looking at library parts. Now, in ArchiCAD, there's two file names that we should be looking for mostly. An LCF is a library container file, and we'll find that like the ArchiCAD library file, libraries and objects library manager, when we're importing the ArchiCAD library 22, that's an LCF, a library container file. And then within each of these files, so let's choose this, go into one of these, let's go and choose a chair, and we see that these chairs are called GSM. So the individual file is often called a GSM, a global system for mobile, and commonly we used to have the terminology a GDL, which is geometric description language. So when we're searching for objects to bring into ArchiCAD, we want to make sure that they're appropriate for what we're looking for. Commonly, we're going to be find something that is a GSM. Now, it's possible as well that we can bring in something that is made for 3D Studio Max or Rhino. We do have the ability to have imported files like that. SketchUp, Google Earth does the same thing, but a GSM is going to be native to what ArchiCAD can read. Where do we find these? So apart from going through the object library and going to our search bar, which will eventually find things online, what's another way? There's so many different websites where we can find this. So Graphisoft, on its main website, graphisoft.com, has a whole heap of libraries and objects available. So we can click here, and it's listed a whole heap of websites where you can find some of this. I want to take you through a few now, and as you can see, there is so many available. Sometimes they're free, sometimes they're paid for, and it's more of a problem of how do you manage how many libraries you've got available to you. Let's have a look at a few. ArchiBase Planet is one of the most frequently well-known, frequently used. It has a massive database, but trying to find it can be exhaustive. There is so many pages and so many categories that you could spend days and days filtering through these, and I've done that. BIMarium is a new one that I've just found recently. It's paid content, but it's pretty cheap in terms of what's available, and the quality of these is very high. Modeler has a lot of good stuff on here. Another really useful thing about finding libraries is not necessarily just the objects themselves are cool, but if you're specifying, it's great to be able to get content from companies because they've already got their own specifications. BIMobject.com, Archispace.com, and National BIM Library are some of the places where you can find so many of these libraries. It's worth checking them out. Sometimes the ones that are a bit more niche might be more helpful for what you're after, rather than maybe something like ArchiBase Planet, just because there's so many available. Also, if it's a company, maybe, and they're selling it even more, maybe it's going to be slightly more reliable in the quality of what you're getting rather than an ArchiBase Planet, which means that basically anybody can upload it. So it's up to you, depending on what sort of budget you've got, that might help you to define what you're looking for. And I'm not getting paid by any of these people to advertise their stuff yet. So if you're interested, give me a call. Check them out. Most of them are free. There's a lot of free stuff. There's some stuff that you can pay for as well, but it's probably worth checking out rather than having to build it yourself in ArchiCAD. I have built my own libraries. I've shown people how to build their own libraries. It does take a lot of work. So unless you're after something very specific, you can probably find it online a lot faster.